Good evening, everyone. Thank you for being here on Tuesday night. My name's Ivanna. I'm a certified nutritionist with a degree in complementary medicine and a background in personal training. And I'm really excited about the information that I'm going to be sharing with you this evening, because we've got an opportunity to work with a company that's really paving the way forward in the field of nutrigenomics. So there's two things that we're going to be covering tonight. One is the products and how these products are making a difference in the lives of many, many people. And then the second is the business opportunity, where you can truly create an incredible financial opportunity for yourself, or just a second income stream if you're looking to create just a little bit of extra income. And I'll be passing you on to Josie, who's a former director of nursing. We'll be doing this together tonight. So I'm really excited to be sharing the stage with her tonight. So for those of you that haven't heard of the company LifeVantage, we are pioneering in the field called nutrigenomics, which is looking at how our nutrition or nutrient compounds can alter our DNA and our overall health. And what we're seeing is that this company is got a product range which is truly changing the lives of many people. Now, we don't at any point claim to cure, prevent, or mitigate any kind of disease, but certainly we're getting some amazing results. So we're helping people to be their own biohackers, taking control of their own biology, and it's really, really exciting. So because we are a publicly traded company, we're on the NASDAQ, we will be going through the income disclosure as well. And you'll see that there certainly is an opportunity to really create financial security for yourself. Everyone's results do vary from person to person, so it really does come down to the level of effort that you put in and the time you put into creating the second income stream. But certainly if you're coachable, then you will be rewarded for your efforts over a period of time as well. So I'm going to start off. We're going to be looking at 4 key areas tonight. The first is going to be looking at the products and the science behind the products. So this is an area that I'm really passionate about because there's so much research that goes along with what we do. We'll be going into the compensation plan and how you get paid and how you can create that second income stream. We'll be looking at the timing and why working with this company is at a great timing right now. And then lastly, we'll be looking at the system that we've got in place to help you be successful and to help you create your goal, achieve your goals. So the first area that we're talking about is the products and the science. And, you know, our company, our cornerstone product, the LifeVantage ProTandem NRF2 Synergizer, we originally were in health food stores all the way back in 2003. So I'm not sure, you know, you've been into a health food store before. You've probably seen that there's hundreds and thousands of products that sit on the shelf, same as the supermarket and chemist warehouse and all of those retail outlets. No one really understood what our product was, and it was on the shelf with many, many other different types of products. So what happened in 2005, our investigator from the ABC Primetime, which is over in America, very similar to our 60 Minutes over here in Australia, they did a report to try and debunk the product and say that it didn't perhaps do what it claimed to do, which is reduce oxidative stress. And what happened was the reporter took the product over a 2-week period. They did a test called T-bars, which measures oxidative stress levels in the body. And over a 2-week period, his oxidative stress levels reduced by 40%, which was just absolutely profound. So after that, we had a huge amount of media attention. We had prestigious universities and medical institutes get really excited by our product and start to do their own self-funded studies on ProTandem NRF2 Synergizer. So the company has just continued to go from strength to strength. We've got prestigious universities like Harvard University, Washington State University, also incredible medical institutes like the American Heart Association, the National Institute of Health, and so many more. So you can see some of them listed on the right-hand side of the screen, and there's many, many more as well. So they started to do their own self-funded studies on our product. And in 2009, we actually shifted to a direct sales model. So what this product is and what it does is it activates a pathway inside of our bodies called NRF2. And what that does, out of 25,000 DNA genes, it switches on 500 genes, which are known as our survival genes. So it switches on these genes inside of our body. And by switching them on, it they're anti-inflammatory, they're anti-fibrotic, so it stops the thickening and scarring of our connective tissue. And it also upregulates the body's own internal pharmacy of antioxidant enzymes, which you can see listed on the screen as glutathione, catalase, and superoxide dismutase. So this is really exciting. What we're doing is we're really working with the body's natural ability and really enhancing the cellular processes that take place in reducing that inflammation and oxidative stress. So I know for many people, as they age, they say, you know, they start to get niggles and aches and pains, and they put it down to, I'm getting old. And what we're able to do is we're really able to support the body as we age so we don't face those kinds of problems. Now, for those of you that haven't heard of oxidative stress, I will be covering that in just a moment. But I want to let you know that the product is completely natural. It's made up of 5 ingredients, some of them that you're probably using in the home already. So it's got turmeric, which is anti-inflammatory, green tea, which is a metabolism booster. It's got milk thistle, which is a liver detoxifier, and then ashwagandha and bacopa, which support cognitive function and uplifts mood. So really helps with stress, anxiety, and depression as well. Now, what's oxidative stress? Well, it's that first sign of aging, as I mentioned, and because it impacts our cellular structure, it also impacts in our tissues and our organs. So reducing oxidative stress is certainly a good thing. And the easiest way that you can think about it is if you were to cut open an apple or an avocado and leave it on the kitchen bench top, very quickly it would start to go brown. So that process is known as oxidation, and it's taking place inside of our cells every single day. So what causes oxidative stress? Well, pretty much everything in our environment, unfortunately. You know, the foods that we're eating are loaded in preservatives, additives, toxins. You know, there's a lot of toxins within our home environment, and then there's a lot in our external environment. So not everything we can control, but we can certainly do what we can in and around our home. There's a lot of pollution in our environment, and then also the air that we breathe can be heavily polluted. From over-exercising or under-exercising, the EMFs from our phones and our Wi-Fis, and so many more things. So we want to try and reduce this oxidative stress as much as possible. And that's because our world has changed and it's really having a massive impact on our health. So we definitely need solutions. It's not the same world that our great-great-great-great-grandparents grew up in. And this is just another example, you know, of how toxic our world is. So, you know, you can see there's food is wrapped in so much plastic, which is so toxic, so many different chemicals that are sprayed on our foods, you know, the car fumes, all of these things are creating low-grade chronic inflammation inside of our bodies. So we want to teach people how to be biohackers, you know, take control of their own biology so they can feel better, they can do more. And we're really so one is reducing that oxidative stress and inflammation. The 2 other areas that we're going to be looking at is increasing our energy levels. A lot of people, as they age, start to feel tired more easily. And the 3rd area is really supporting our gut health, because that's another key area that people really start to struggle with as they age. So before I go into the other products that we've got, our Protandim NRF2 Synergizer is backed by so much research. We know, you can see on the screen some of the peer-reviewed journals that we're published in, and there's many more. And then again, prestigious universities and medical institutes that have been doing their own self-funded studies on our product. The National Institute of Aging, they did a study, and it showed that our product increased the median lifespan of male mice by 7%. So our products fall into 2 categories. One is in nutrigenomics, which our company is paving the way forward in. But the other area is anti-aging, and it's an area that's really growing as well, because people, they don't want to just look younger as they get older. They want to feel better. They want to feel younger inside as well. So NRF2 is likely to be the most health promoting approach in the foreseeable future. NRF2 may well become the most extraordinary preventative and most extraordinary breakthrough in the history of medicine. These are the kinds of statements that we have got universities and medical institutes coming back and saying after doing their research on our product. So the next area we're looking at is our Protandim NRF1 Synergizer. And this is really looking at supporting the mitochondria inside of our cells. So for those of you that haven't heard of mitochondria, what this is it's like the battery of our cells. It's what produces energy in the body. So we've got energy to do the things that we need to do. It also converts the food we eat into energy as well. Now, as we age, our body is not as efficient in producing ATP. And so it's why we start to feel more tired more easily. Now, what we're doing here is we're supporting the mitochondria to produce more ATP. So we've got more energy. It's helping to support healthy new mitochondria coming through, which really supports our heart health and our brain health, because we've got a lot of mitochondria in those two organs. And on the flip side of boosting our energy levels, we're also really helping with sleep quality. And I know that's so important because so many people don't get a proper night's sleep. They don't feel rested when they wake up in the morning and fresh, ready to go. So we're really helping with energy and sleep quality, and also preventing damage taking place to the mitochondria as we age. Again, a completely natural product. They're vegetarian, and they're made of, the NRF1 is made up of powerful ingredients. It's got alpha lipoic acid, coenzyme Q10, grape extract, and quercetin, which are powerful antioxidants. And then it's also got acetyl L-carnitine, which is an amino acid and an important building block for protein. And then the third area is our probiotic. So there's been so much research coming out on the importance of having a healthy microbiome. And as we age, people really start to struggle. Their body doesn't produce enough digestive enzymes to break down the food. They start to get bloating, constipation, diarrhea, all of these kinds of things. So what we're doing here is we're really supporting our gut for optimal digestion and assimilation of nutrients. We have got in our probiotic beta-glucan in it, which is a prebiotic. So it feeds the good bacteria. But the biggest difference with our probiotic compared to what's in the marketplace is that it's got a patented formula, which means for the probiotics to be encapsulated in what's called DR caps. And what that means is that when you take the probiotic, it takes 52 minutes for it to disintegrate. And it means that the probiotics actually get down into the small and large intestines, which is where they're needed. So many probiotics disintegrate within 7 minutes or don't survive the harsh stomach acid. Ours gets all the way right down into the small and large intestines. And we've got clinical studies to show that 60 to 70% of the probiotic actually survives. So we've seen amazing results with our probiotic. And then we've got one other area that I want to touch on before I bring Josie on, and that's our skincare and our hair care. Now, our skin is our largest organ. It's the most impacted by the harsh environment. And so certainly looking after our skin as we age is really important. Our skincare and our hair care line is completely toxic free. So it's completely natural, got 0 toxins, and it's got NRF2 ingredients infused through them. So with our 4-step beauty care system, it's going to help support our skin cells from the outside in, reduce the visible signs of aging and bring that vibrancy and glow back into the skin. And with our hair care line, it's going to help support healthy hair and a healthy scalp as we age as well. So I know a lot of people, as they age, start to get thinning hair, balding patches, receding hairlines. The scalp serum really helps to nourish and bring that hair back so it starts to grow again. So we've got a wonderful range of products that are making a big difference to so many people. And as a customer or a distributor, you can go to the shop and order your products, or if you're a distributor, then you get a replicated website of the LifeVantage website, and you can preload your customers' orders into a cart and then just send them the cart link. So the company make it really, really easy to ensure that customers are able to get their products without any kinds of hassles. So that's all I've got to share. So before I bring on Josie, who is a former director of nursing, she's been in the network marketing industry for 11 years. She's got a wealth of experience and knowledge. She is an Elite Pro 7 in the business. She's #1 global influencer of LifeVantage as well. So she's going to be sharing the compensation plan, the timing of the company, and the system that we have in place to help you achieve your goals as well. And we do have, is Catherine?
She's not here yet, so we'll get Sheryl over when.
Oh, sure. Okay. Yeah.
After you finish, yeah.
Perfect. Thanks, Josie. I'll let you take over.
Okay, so hello everybody. My name is Josie Tong, and so let me just go through here. Okay, so I joined LifeVantage in September last year. So in July, I was scrolling through my Facebook, and this gentleman here, Dr. Brian Dixon, he's the top scientist in my previous company, he posted that he moved to LifeVantage. So I got curious and I started to do my research because at the time, been in network marketing for 11 years. So, before that, I was a director of nursing. I came over from the Philippines to study nursing in 1981. And so I've been in HK management for 25 years, and 17 years of that I've been in as a director of nursing. So then I got burnt out. And so I found myself completely burnt out. I couldn't function physically, mentally, emotionally. And so I always knew that, maybe there's a better purpose for me. So I'm so glad that I stumbled into into network marketing because, it's really allowed me to be able to work from home, having raised my kids until my first daughter was 6 years old without even being present, so to speak. So I couldn't remember when they first talk and walk. And so this industry really has saved me in terms of being able to give back to my kids and being able to work from home. So I was with my previous company for 10 years and I got to a level called Diamond Director. So I was one of the top leaders here in Australia. And so I really loved that. But, I saw Dr. Brian Dixon. I have so much respect for him. But also I think it's meant to be that I'm with LifeVantage. So we've been with this company now for a year and a month, and it's just been really a great, powerful experience. So we went to America in August before we joined the company, and we got to meet the CEO and a lot of the corporate staff. So this is Tara. She's my sponsor. She's been with LifeVantage now for 5 years. So she's an amazing leader. And so these are some of the people that went to the corporate office with me. So we all started our team right here down under. So I want to talk to you about these amazing products that Ivy was talking about. It's part of a $400 billion industry according to US market research. So we have anti-aging products with our nutritionals, and of course we've got our skincare. So if you look at the industry, this about anti-aging is very, very big. I was talking to someone today and she was so inspired, like, yeah, I want to join because it's anti-aging. People want to look young and feel young. And so we are the pioneer of the field of nutrigenomics. So when I was looking at LifeVantage, I really haven't heard of nutrigenomics, to be honest. And so I started to do my research. And when I look at this company, they're already in 24 countries, but to be honest, not many people have heard of LifeVantage. I was having a chat with a professional in the industry, and he goes, wow, Josie, I have not heard of LifeVantage. So imagine that opportunity for us to be able to talk to people in this 24 now, and we're in 25 countries. We just opened in Singapore, and our next stop is going to be the Philippines. I'm so excited about that because I come from the Philippines and I know the passion that people have in being able to use good products and also with the business opportunity. And so we are publicly traded in the NASDAQ. And why is it important that a company is publicly traded? Because it's not a family who owns it. So it's really the stockholders, and our books are open. You can go anytime, go to our investors report, and you can pull out, the profit and loss. So they're debt-free company. Their turnover in the last fiscal year in America is $232 million. The company that I was in, it took them 25 years to get to $1 billion sales a year. So imagine, with the power of our products, we've only been around for 11 years in direct sales space. And so I don't think it will take us 25 years to get to $1 billion. So I'll show you a graph that will show you exactly what is the potential of this business. So for some of you, maybe you have not heard of network marketing before, but really it is a way to be able to take advantage of what they call the new gig economy. So if you look at these businesses, you've seen Uber, Airbnb, Facebook, Amazon, where literally you could do business with just your smartphone and a small laptop. Even just a smartphone is good enough with the system that we have in LifeVantage. And so with the COVID, people have experienced working from home. So there are pros and cons of being able to work from home. So imagine you may have your own business, you may have your own job, but what if you can do something else when you're at home? And so we have a system that's going to teach you how to be able to do that. And what I love about it is that, I just use a corner of a room, and that's where I do my business, and I'm still here with my children. So now with the social media platform that we have, it's a lot easier now. You don't have to go around and really find people to talk to, because there's so many people that are on social media you can talk to. You have your virtual office. So when you open your back office, you can see what's happening in your team. You can see where the customers are coming from, the volume of sales that's going through your organization. And, you know, there's literally minimal assets, you know, business assets. You don't need to have a garage full of products. So what I have, I've got a few in stock, because if people want to buy it, I've got it, you know, on hand to ship to people. And at the same time, really, there's no inventory requirement. So you're not required to buy big loads of products. What you're required to do is to buy products that you can use for yourself every day, because of course you got to be a product of the product. And also you have your own personal store. So now if someone wants the products, I load it in a cart and I send it to them, because now people want a quick, right? Fast, quick. And so I load the products that I recommend for them, and all they need to do is to put in their details, and bingo, you know, the company ships all that to them. So timing is everything. So when I was looking at this company, I was looking at, wow, this is so amazing, because honestly, the timing of this product, I mean, if you look at LifeVantage, this is a growth chart for any business. So you look at, you know, how fast does it grow? And this is the time. If you look at this, we are still in the innovators. 2.5%, you know, of the population know about our products. So we're still here. So the previous company that I was in the growth momentum, where they're $1 billion plus a year. And so 80% of the growth happens here when there's more people that will learn about LifeVantage. So right down under in Australia, there's about 4,000 active distributors in a country of 20 million. Even if you don't go outside the country, you can still generate sustainable profit and income building it right here in our own backyard. And so LifeVantage pays you on the volume of products that move in your organization. So how do we do that? We educate consumers. So there are people who just want to take our products. They want to be customers, which is perfect. So it's learn about the products. You don't have to be an expert yet, but we have a lot of tools that you can use. So eventually you'll build a network of consumers. And then what my expertise is to help people to really build a network of distributors. Because, you know, the reality is, even in Australia, one paycheck is not enough. One paycheck means paycheck to paycheck, right? If you want to save for a house, if you want to save for anything, it's very hard, especially if you have children. One of our leaders in New Zealand, he saved all his commission, over 56,000 for the last 12 months. And now he's got a deposit, and they're actually signing for a house. So that's really a great story for people who want to save for something that is specific. You know, why not build a network, learn the system? Because honestly, when people learn about these products and how they actually help people's health, they will really, you know, it's a business that is going to thrive over time. So it's not a business that you can get rich just like that. But honestly, I mean, who wouldn't want $500 or $5,000 a month, right? Or over time, you could replace your income. So how do you make money? I'll show you some illustrations on how you could make money in LifeVantage. So we have weekly commission. So example of that is called the Smart Start Bonus. So when you join, maybe you join with a platinum pack, or maybe you join with a gold pack. So when you join with a platinum pack and you launch your business, so initially we help people launch their business, or you invite them to a presentation like this. And if they choose the package that they're comfortable in coming on board. So let's say this person chooses a platinum pack, LifeVantage pays you 40% of the points of the product. So platinum pack is like 1,000 points. 40% of that is $400 US. So if you live in Australia, the exchange rate is $1.40. So it's equivalent to 560. If you live in New Zealand, it's $1.52. So it's pretty cool. You know, we really generally what we do is we help people launch their business so that you get your return of investment. And imagine you come in a platinum pack, you sponsored 3 people with a platinum pack, you more or less have your initial product for free, worth $1,699. Of course, you know, there are people who say, but Josie, I just want a smaller pack. It doesn't really matter. But, you know, the thing about this is You're starting with on a business that potentially can be an international business for you with a small capital. So over time, you could build a leverage income. A leverage incomes mean that you've got a lot of people that are using the products. You've got a lot of people that are building their business. So once you start to understand how to build a network, you could build royalty commission. So what I like about the royalty commission is that this is the commission that you receive when people buy on a monthly basis. So for example, if you look at the LifeVantage investors report, 70% of their total revenue every month comes from this repeat orders. People stay on the products once they understand what is pretending, what these products can do. And of course, you know, they experience it as well. So let me give you a little bit of an overview of how the royalty commission. So let's say, for example, you know, you get paid on 9 levels potentially. So let's say you get started and you have 5 people who start with you. Could be in your first month, could be in your first 90 days, you know, really the amount of effort and focus that you put in this business is the amount, the result that you see. So let's say you had 5 people, okay, they start and they buy 5 bottles of Protandim, that is 200 PB. So each product is equivalent to volume points. So you earn 2%, that's $20 US, petrol money. But then you grow your business and you had 25 people in your second level at 5%, buy 5 bottles of Protandim a month, that's 250 US, that's getting serious. You know, you've got your bit of grocery money for a week. And then, you know, teach those people to build a network. So together you grow the network. So you have about 125 people buying 5 Protandim. So in a family, you probably buy more than that. That's good mortgage money, 2,250 US dollars times $1.40. This is good mortgage money. So I was talking to a group of real estate last week, and you know, I said to them, this is perfect. I mean, buy an investment property if you're young or whatever it is, your age doesn't really matter. You buy a property and you start your side hustle. You know, you build it, it could take you a year, I don't know. You know, some people take shorter time, some people take longer, really depends on each individual. 2,250, make it serious enough so that you're in a 625 people. Might take you 3 years, doesn't matter. Could take you a year, it doesn't really matter. The point is that you're consistent and you're building the business. So if you had 625 people buying 5 bottles of Protandim, that's 6,250 potentially. My sponsor is what they call a level called Elite Pro 9, and her monthly royalty is about, you know, 2.5 times more than this. That's pretty good. It took her 5 years to build it. LifeVantage also pays you for helping your team. So let's say this is you, and that's the person you sponsor. So every time the person you sponsor gets paid a royalty commission, LifeVantage pays you 10%. So they don't get it from his or her commission, they actually pay it to you. But then it's 5 levels down. So that person may have sponsored 10. So you've got 10 people on the second level. You know, you could end up with 100 people just from one person. So my sponsor, Tara Wilson, just imagine the matching, the generational matching bonus that she's receiving from everybody that I have sponsored and 5 levels down. And so once you grow your business over time, you could benefit from the elite pool. I'm excited about the elite pool because now we're opening China. All the global sales, including China, is going to be part of this. So 4%, they put it in a bucket, and anyone who's a qualified Pro 7, so I get paid about $1,750 a month, 1 share. But if you're Pro 8, there's less people, you get more share. If you're Pro 9, there's even less people. So you get a dip of 3, and if Pro 10, you know, so this is over time, you can grow your business to a very, very good income. So I'll give you a little bit of an example here. So since we're publicly traded, we need to be able to have our income disclosure. So these are the figures in 2019 of the average income that were earned from each of the rank, they call them level. So let's say Pro 3, okay, if you build your business, so average is 626 US dollars. Get more serious about it, you go to Pro 5, $3,000 US. Pro 7, 15,000 US. And like I said, my sponsor is Tara. That's 50K, but she earns a lot more than that. And so really set your goals where you say, okay, it's about dreaming big. I say to people that when you build a business like network marketing, you need to dream big, because if you don't, it's hard to wake up in the morning and get excited, so that you look at your dreams and see what it can do for you. This business can offer you. And so sometimes, people say, well, can I do this? Some people don't have the skills yet in sales or talking to people about products, but honestly, you can learn it. We've got a system where we'll help you figure it out. 24/7 support, easy to follow system. So I'm so excited about this convention, because they are launching an amazing, like really easy, literally from your phone and from the LifeVantage app, you can build a business where you could launch, you could learn and lead. So over time, you'll be leading a team. And this is great because it's not all about business, but about getting better as a person. Regular team meetings and training to learn about skills, mindset, and leadership. And this convention, so if you're prepared to join, we've got a convention happening this weekend. Super, super exciting. So how do you get started? In any business, it costs money. So it is an investment in a business. So this is quite, knowing the potential of this business. So I've grown my business to 6-figure in just less than 12 months. But you know what? The thing about this business is people are coming with very little product, very little investment. I say little because when you grow this business, the amount of money that you paid compared to starting a traditional business, this is like paper money. Start a traditional business, you got to apply for this and that, it's very little money. Even with the platinum pack, $1,699, you receive 3 of these 5 sets of these products that Ivy talk about, your NRF1, NRF2, and ProBio. There's 5 sets of that. So you can take one, give it to your household. You can use some to sell or sample people. Then of course you get to try the skincare and the hair care. The thing about this business is you got to try the products and be a product of the product. It's a bit hard to share if you're not taking the products or not using the products. Of course, some people say, well, I don't have a lot of money, I'll start with a gold pack. It doesn't matter. What is important is that you decide to get started. So people who just want to take the products, you can also use, come on a silver pack. And then you get everything. You get a replicated website, you've got customer service, you've got marketing, everything. It's literally a turnkey system with very little capital. So some of you are thinking, okay, Josie, how can I do this? Let me share. When we first started in September, we just decided to have events, just events. The events is that you educate and inform people about what we have. We talk to people about our products. We talk to people about our company. We talk to people about business for those people who are open. So we had a lot of people who were open to the opportunity, because the reality is we live in a world where one income is no longer enough. Even sometimes 2 income, depending on the number of people you have in your household, depending on your commitment. But think about it. What if this opportunity can help you, save some money for a purpose or pay off some debt, whatever it's going to be. So really our team is we had an explosion. So the last 12 months, we have over 2,000 people in the teams, which is amazing. And so what I love about LifeVantage is the opportunity to earn some free travel incentives. And so this is literally, it is free because they pay for your airfare, your transfer, 3 nights accommodation, you have your food, hotel, everything is paid for to really go there and up level your skills. It's called the Pro 5 Summit. This is going to be your first travel incentive where you go there and learn and mingle with mingle with some of the top leaders in this company. So it's just really a great experience that the company offers. So these are some of the first batch of people that went to Utah in March. Just so exciting. So I had the opportunity to take my children to Maldives in December. So we have a number of people already who are qualified to the next trip next year. So we want a lot of you, like if you make a decision and say, I want to grow my business, Josie, to get me to the level where, you know, this is the income level I want to go to these trips. It's open to everybody. And so this is the end of our presentation, but we've got Sheryl that's going to share her story. And so my message to you is this: if you are new and you have not heard of network marketing before, you're in the right space, because we have got a system to help you get started. A lot of our systems are online. We have the code training, you register, and it's, everything is there for you to get started. We've got an amazing set of leaders that's going to hold your hands and really help you step by step. So maybe you're thinking, okay, Josie, I love what I saw, but maybe I can just start as a customer. That's good as well, because I can tell you that the products, I've seen amazing results with the products, including the one from my brother. And of course, for those of you who are saying, okay, Josie, I want to start a business. I want to start a business in LifeVantage. I really want to take advantage of the timing and the opportunity. So now what I want to do is to invite Sheryl. Okay, Sheryl is a scientist, and she's based over in New Zealand. This lady is amazing. She stayed awake, for her to be able to share her story. She's a mother of, is it a mother of 3, right? Two. So there you go. So now we've got Sheryl to share her story. Thank you, Sheryl.
Hi, thanks Josie, and hi everybody. Yeah, as Josie said, I live over in Auckland in New Zealand, and I live with my partner Brad and our 2 boys. Cole is 8 and Hudson is 6. So yeah, busy times for me with those 2 boys. My profession is I'm a medical laboratory scientist, and I work in cytology. So I look down a microscope all day at cells for cancer and all the changes that we can see the lead up to cancer. So I was introduced to LifeVantage by a friend of mine that I went through university. We did the same degree together. So, I was already into health and wellness and eating a healthy diet, living a toxin-free kind of lifestyle. I made my own cleaning products and my skincare products. And if I did buy anything, it'd always be the natural version of everything. But I'd never actually heard of nutrigenomics before. And when Matt shared the business, the company with me, I looked into the science that LifeVantage is based on, and I was so impressed with all the science and actually amazed, and because I'd never heard of nutrigenomics before. And so looking into all of that, I was basically sold on the science behind it and sold on the product. So there was no doubt in my mind that I wouldn't be taking these products for my own health and well-being. Anyway, I thought I was pretty healthy. If anybody asked me how I was feeling, I would have said I was feeling quite fine. But since actually taking these products and being on the products, I now realize I actually wasn't fine. I was just used to the way I felt. And I guess there's a lot of busy mums out there that you just get used to feeling tired, and you get used to feeling exhausted all the time. So, for me, since I started taking the products, I've just got more energy. I've started running. I've started exercising every day. So I've lost weight. I feel like I'm in a better mood, and I don't know if that's just because I've got more energy, but especially in the evenings with 2 young boys, things can go pear-shaped really easily. So I feel like I deal with them a lot better. So I feel like I'm kind of parenting a lot better, being in a better mood. I think a lot clearer. I'm sure my memory is a lot better, although some people I'm sure would still debate that a little bit, but I feel like I do remember a lot things a lot better, and thinking a lot clearer. I've got less aches and pains, which was a huge one for me. Sitting at a microscope and a computer all day, I just had chronic sore shoulders, and it was just something I lived with and didn't really think about until I don't have them anymore. And, one day I just realized that I wasn't sitting in front of my partner every night, getting him to rub my shoulders to get me through the next day. So that was a huge thing for me. So I sleep amazingly, and my skin and hair. So I always had a really, really dry scalp, and that's all cleared up. That's all much better now. So, for me, the products have been a life changer. And I just know by taking them, I'm going to be healthier, and I'm going to be around a lot longer to be, you know, help out with my kids, hopefully help out with my grandkids one day. So, you know, for me, it's just, you know, it's been amazing. So thank you, Josie.
That is so good. Thank you so much, Ivy, and thank you, Sheryl. So for those of you who have watched this video or this presentation or recording, make sure you get back to the person who shared with you the information so we can all get you started.